different than these cave dwellers.
Okay.
I mean, my denomination, if I have knowledge myself, I know that we're the kings of this earth.
You said denomination, or what you mean?
I just don't align myself with nothing but the Most High, you know?
Okay. Right, you a black man?
Absolutely.
Right, you a king though?
Absolutely.
So, if you were a black man that's a king, right? What's the name of your people? Like, for example, am I a black man?
You're a black man.
Okay, is that the name that our forefathers, is that the name that we inherited from our forefathers as kings?
That's a name that they gave us to split us up and not let us know that this is our planet and they're just visitors.
Okay, so now we know it's our planet. What we gonna do now?
We gotta stick together in some way, and we gotta unite, and we gotta get from under the rules and the parameters that they put us under to hold us back. That's what I think.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I think that 90% of people is not going to wake up. Not right now. It's going to have to be a dramatic thing for them to get their mind right, so to speak.
What you mean by dramatic?
Like something like the fire that happened in Maui that made all the people stick together. It have to be something like that for black folks, so-called black folks, for us to wake up, because most people are brainwashed by cars or jewelry or just different things that don't really matter. You know what I mean? Things that's not going to uplift us as a whole. The only way that it's going to move differently, I think, for the earth is if we move as a whole, like 90% of people, and I just don't think that so-called black people in this country are ready for that, not most of them.
Okay. Right. I'm not trying to be contentious, but I'm just picking your brain.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
cool.
I'm saying, right? Because you spoke on things that I deal with, right? You said like the Most High. What you mean by that?
The Most High is the creator of all.
Creator of all, right?
You know what I mean?
And this Most High made us different, right? So not everybody's equal.
Not at all.
Not at all, right? So what did the Most High have for us, and how do we get that message? How do we understand that we're special in the Most High's eyes?
I think you just got to go within. Prayer is not going to work. As far as I'm concerned, I meditate. You feel me? So
Okay.
I feel like meditation is you being quiet and letting the Most High speak through you.
Okay.
So that's how I feel like the message got to get through. By first of all, you got to eat better. Second of all, you got to live righteous, which means not doing negative shit to people consistently, not looking for trouble. Help your neighbor when you can help them.
You believe
stuff
in the
like
Bible,
that.
bro?
I believe the Bible is definitely a simple text that was created for us to move a certain way, but it depends, because okay, if you're speaking of King James, I know the history of King James, so I can't believe in a
What you mean?
white.
You believe King James is right?
I believe that that's what they taught me. I just only know what I was taught, you know?
Let me give you 2 minutes, right? Give me 2 minutes. Get this real quick, right?
You want
Right. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Give me Deuteronomy 20. Let me show you something. What's your name, big bro? King?
My name is King Wiz.
King Wiz? I'm
sir.
FDL, man.
Peace.
All right, good to meet you. Shalom. Right, check this out. Deuteronomy 28. Let me show you what the Bible says, right? That they're not going to teach you, right? You familiar with Moses? All right, let's see what Moses said to his people, right? His people was a people that was enslaved by another dark-skinned people, right? This is when he freed them, when the Most High freed them out of Egypt. He brought them into the wilderness where he taught them commandments, statutes, laws, right? That they would live their life by, that moral standard, right? All the things that you named, right? But it's formal, right? So let's find out what was told to them. Give me Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. My king Wiz over here, my brother.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15.
Yep.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Right, the Most High. That's what they're saying. If you're not gonna listen to the voice of the Most High, right? Read.
to observe, to do all his commandments
So the Most High has commandments, right? Go ahead.
and in his statutes,
Even sub-laws, just like America has. If you got murder, then you got second degree murder. Those are statutes, right? Go ahead.
which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
So he's saying, the Most High telling his people, if you don't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments that I gave you, that I delivered to you, that all these curses is gonna come upon you. King Wiz, man, you a smart brother, right? You seem that way, right? What is a curse? Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
Bad thing, right? All praise, you with me. All right, read on. Finish it up. All these
That
curses.
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses are gonna come upon us and overtake us, right? So now, real quick, we're gonna tap into some of these curses, right? Because a lot of times we look at the Bible and we're just so turned off by it because our first introduction to it as a current modern people was through the white man, the same people that has oppressed us, right? Right. Let's let the police go by. Right? All right. So he said all these curses or punishments is going to come upon us and overtake us, right? Look, get that first curse right there, right? Because Deuteronomy 28 is a long chapter. It's a long list of curses and punishments that was delivered to the children of Israel for not keeping that covenant, right? Read on.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So whether you in the city or in the field, you're going to be cursed, right?
We're not following the law.
You're not following the law. So if you're in the urban area or the suburbs, you're going to be cursed. We was in the plantation. Once we got off the plantation, we was sharecropping. You move up to the north, and it's the ghettos, right? So this is something that we can identify with ourselves, right? Give me verse 29.
Verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness.
This is why you say, right? How does the blind person move?
To the other senses.
To the other senses, right? They got to check and feel for stuff to make sure there's safety in their movements, right? They got to move very carefully. They fell into a trap. Now they got to get themselves out. God said, as a curse, this is how you gonna live. This is why you said a lot of our people is not ready to wake up here. They falling for a lot of curses, a lot of traps. They can't move. They blind. They ain't ready to wake up. You understand? That's what you say, right? That's in the Bible. Read on.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
And we're not going to prosper in our ways. So when you look at our community, right, some of us might see things differently, but we all at the bottom. For example, right? So let's just say somebody called the police and be like, I see two black guys rob a bank, right? And police come over here, right? Do you feel like we're going to get just treatment?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Not in this country.
Why not?
Because this country was built off our backs, and it's built off the premise that the white people that created this believe that we're inferior to them, which is bullshit because they're inferior in every way, but that's how it is.
Okay.
That's the country we are in.
Okay, now I want you to listen to the things that you're saying and when we read it. It's a line, right? Read on.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
So no, keep reading because what he said is in here.
And thou shalt be only oppressed.
We're only going to be oppressed here, right? As a curse for not keeping that covenant. Go ahead.
And spoiled evermore.
And spoiled evermore. You know what spoiled means? I'm not talking about milk. I'm not talking about bad kids.
More or less, it's hard to explain spoiled to me.
Okay.
Spoiled is just kind of like you're not. How can I explain spoiled?
I got you.
It's kind of like you're entitled. It's like an entitlement. It's like you believe.
I got you. You're thinking about like a child that's spoiled, rotten.
Yeah.
But this is talking about something different, right? Because it said oppressed and spoiled. If you're oppressed, you're not spoiled. You're not entitled, right? Spoiled means robbed. Like when you win a war, the reward for that winning of the war is the spoils of war, right? So now here it says we're going to be oppressed and spoiled evermore, right? So just what you said, we built this country off our backs and we're oppressed. We were spoiled. We did not receive benefits. We did not receive reparations. We did not see fair, just judgment for these things. Instead, they took from us, built this whole kingdom off our backs and paid us nothing. That's robbery. He said we're going to be oppressed and robbed forever. Waikiki was built by a black man.
That's right.
He's the one that started the resort industry, right? You see none of his name, right? These streets is named after Hawaiian men. But those Hawaiian men robbed and spoiled black men to get what they have here, right? So read that. Finish it up.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee.
And no man is going to save us, right? We've been looking for different ways. Hopefully Barack Obama do it. Maybe Bernie Sanders. But you see how you can roll your eyes because you know what it is. Get that last one for him because I told him it'd just be 2 minutes. Okay. I'm going over it. But he been rocking with me, right? All right.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall
let the Harley go by, right? Okay.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
What were the Israelites doing in Egypt? You know?
It was forced to be there, from what I know. I have a lot of research to do, so I don't want to feel like I know anything. I just know basically what I was taught, But I got to do more research. But from what I understand, the Israelites were forced to be there, just like we're forced to be here. It just seems like Egypt to me.
Okay, man, you in the spirit. You have Like what you're saying is strictly what's coming from the Bible, right? So look, read that again from the top.
Verse 68.
They was forced to be there. They was in slavery. That's literally what Egypt means. Because that's not the name of the actual place. That's a Greek term, right? So Egypt means bondage or restriction or constraint. That's what it means, right? Let's find out. That's what they know it to mean. That's what they know it to mean, right? So when you tell an Israelite, right after he came out of Egypt, he going back to Egypt. What you think is on his mind?
He's not gonna like that very much.
You know that's bondage then, right? Read it again.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
How was he gonna bring us into bondage again?
With ships.
That sound familiar, King? What you mean?
It sounds like what the Spaniards did when they started the transatlantic slave trade.
That's in the Bible though.
Right.
That's in the Bible, right? This is fact. This is
Right.
historical fact,
Right.
right? Right there. We know that to be true. And you said Spaniards. Who did the Spaniards come for first?
Yeah.
Right? So now you see a lot of our people saying, oh, we was the aboriginals out here. You hear that? So, fact, that's our people.
Yeah.
That's our people, right? But these curses is only happening to our people,
Right.
right? This is no one else can claim that. Everybody else can say, I've been oppressed. But the Bible is saying ships. And you're going to be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. This is identifying factors, big bro. Now, why did this happen to us?
Because we wasn't following the commandments that was set forth.
Brother, on point.
So what should we be doing? Because you talking about morals.
Following the commandments, we gotta do right, man.
Should we kill each other?
Absolutely
Should
not.
we steal from each other?
Nope.
How about should I get somebody's wife?
Nope.
Those are
That's
commandments.
that man's wife. You feel
Those
me?
are
Leave that
commandments.
alone.
That's what we should be doing. And that's how we're going to retain our kingship.
That's right.
That's how we're going to re-inherit those things. That's what we're talking about.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word